Hello beautiful mamas, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christina, as most of you know by now, and yes, I'm here to talk to you about the best journaling prompts that have changed my life and I know can change yours too. So let's get onto it. So like I said before, I've had journals for like my whole life pretty much since I was a little girl, and yeah, I've used diaries in all sorts of ways. I've used them to like heal mainly. That's what I use journals for, to reflect and heal and get to the source of some problems I may be experiencing, like in my parenting or just like my personal life, for growth spiritually, emotionally. And so it's always been my go-to tool to let me vent and express myself. And prompts are really good way to journal because they're easy, because you know what that you want to like focus on. And I find that once you get into the flow of a prompt, things can come so much easier. You kind of like go with the flow. You start to flow much easier, and the words just start to come up out of nowhere. And usually when you start at the beginning of journaling, like when you starting with a prompt, usually by the end of it, it's completely unrelated to what you were originally writing about the prompt. So I find them very helpful to just help me to focus on certain things for my day. And yeah, as I know some people don't like to use prompts and some people do. And I recommend using prompts if you're new to journaling, because it's just a lot easier than just not knowing where to go with the writing. Like I've said, you kind of get into the flow much easier. So you can buy all sorts of journals with prompts ready-made, or you can just write down a prompt yourself. And I'm going to share with you exactly my prompts, and this video is probably going to be a bit of a longer video because I really want to go over every single prompt. I'm really excited to share with you the ones that I've used and the ones that I'm sure hopefully you can use as well to help you in your motherhood journey, because it's so important to journal throughout motherhood to help you reflect and really focus on yourself sometimes, rather than giving your power away to everybody else. And my first prompt that I recommend you use, that's really simple but really effective, is how am I feeling right now? In this moment, how am I feeling right now? And this helps you to become really present to the moment, really focus on any emotions you may be feeling that you just need to process, and even bodily sensations. How are you feeling in your body? And yeah, this helps you to get really present and clear on what you just may be feeling in that moment. It's a really good mindful prompt that helps you to reflect, maybe at the end of the day. When you've had a particularly tough day, this prompt's very useful. So that leads me on to my next one, which I've kind of already mentioned, is how is my body feeling right now? And this is really important because as mums, I feel like we tend to push through all the aches and pains, and just when we're feeling a bit rough and tired, we just push through it because we're always meeting the needs of everybody else. I'm finding that I'm always trying to meet the needs of everybody else, like your children, your partner. And for me personally as well, because I'm a student, I've gone back to college, I'm always meeting the needs of my tutors and trying to please everybody else, like doing work for them, making sure I'm meeting deadlines, and it's giving our power away to the external. And so it's important to journal, to reflect on these things. So how is my body feeling right now? Brings that all back in and gets out of the mind and back into the body. It's very, very important to just get present with that. How is my body feeling right now? What am I neglecting? Because we always focus on everybody else, like I was saying. So we never take that time to really think, well, oh, my feet really hurt right now. I need a good foot rub. What else can I do to help? Like with these aches and pains, and particularly like for women, when it's that part of your cycle, that monthly cycle, we tend to just neglect and push through things because our children need us all the time. But we've got to remember that we've got to put ourselves first sometimes. So journaling on this will really help bring that a bit more clearer and really help you to focus on yourself. So this next prompt I really, really enjoy doing, and it's, what do I like the most about being a mum, and what do I dislike the most? And this, I think, is super important, because you've got to kind of bring that balance in, and you can't always pretend that it's always fairies and picnics and families dancing through the meadows and all these perfect families you might see like in magazines or like parenting books, these perfect families. There are things about being a mum that you just don't like. So it's hard to bring that balance in and really focus on these kind of areas as well. So personally, if you're like me, what I don't like about being a mum is just being exhausted all the time. I am really tired all the time, and particularly like in the early days, if you have a newborn baby, it's really, really hard because you're tired, your body is adjusting, especially if you're a new mum, you're just trying to get used to it all the time. But there are so many things that I love too. I love just playing with my son, just being around his energy is so amazing. Next, this one helps to put things in perspective. This next prompt, it's, how am I currently parenting? It helps you to really stand back and get a different perspective on how you're currently parenting. So you can do this one, I guess, as an exercise maybe with your partner, and yeah, you can just focus on, well, what am I currently parenting like? Are there any particular styles that I do? Are there any things that I like doing, I dislike doing? Are there any things that you definitely won't do or say again, or what things you might do again that work really well for your family? So this is really good exercise just to shift the mindset and take a higher perspective on how you are currently parenting. So this prompt now is kind of a follow-on from the how is my body feeling right now, and it's a nice prompt that I've used before is, what needs my attention and care right now? What in me needs my attention? So like I said, we're always abandoning ourselves to meet other people's needs as mothers, and so it's important to bring that power back. Journal on this. Well, what needs my attention and care right now? Is it my body? Do I need to put nutrients in my body? Do I need to stop just having the scraps from my toddler's food? Like, do I need to go and take some time actually away from the family household? Do you need to just have like a back rub from your partner? Do you need just that time to be you and not be a mum? So journaling on this will help bring that clarity up, what you really want, what needs your attention, what have you been neglecting. So this next prompt I really find particularly powerful because I liked journaling on the deeper aspects of myself, the kind of shadow side of parenting, the really, I just want to heal my wounds, my traumas, all that sort of stuff. So I like to go really deep sometimes, and I find this prompt particularly helpful is, my children trigger me when, obviously and then you fill in and you go from there. And this one is really helpful to get to the source of any unhealed wounds from your own childhood, or make you become aware of any stories you've told yourself from your own childhood and that are trickling down onto your children, the way you're parenting the way you were parent. And yeah, I like it when you get to the bottom of these things, and then all of a sudden you're like, wow, oh my God, you have this sudden realization, and it's really powerful. It can make you feel really empowered and put you in a whole different perspective and mindset and shift you. It's really powerful, and I just love journaling for that kind of feeling, that reason. It's such a powerful tool. So this next prompt is similar to the triggers one. It is, I get stressed when. So this can be absolutely anything, whatever stresses you out. And we all get stressed out. We all have things that stress us out. And if you journal on this, then you become aware of it more, and then you can try and eliminate it out of your life if you choose to, if you're able to eliminate that stress. I know for most people work is stress and you're just not able to do that. So yeah, just try and minimize things. Like, I've got rid of people out of my life because they just cause me stress, and I was like, I don't need that in my life. I just don't. So next is a really lovely, more positive one, is what do I love the most about my family? It really helps to shift your perspective and shift your mindset into a more positive one, particularly if you find your children annoying or hard work and you don't particularly like your child. Like, you'll always love your child, but there'll be certain parts of you that actually don't like your child. You find it hard to connect maybe, and this will help you to shift into more positive mindset. And if you need any more help with feeling empowered, standing in your power, you can download my sleep hypnosis meditation for absolutely free. I'm giving you that absolutely free. You just click the link below and you'll get it sent to your inbox straight away, and you can just start using it straight away. And this has helped me to take my power back as a mum. And this next prompt is a really lovely one as well, and helps you to shift more into a positive mindset as well, is I am grateful for, then you fill in the blanks after that. And I find it's good if you focus on family things maybe, and it can be sometimes as simple things like, I'm grateful for the toys all over the floor, because that means your child has lots of toys to play with, and this opportunity to play with your son, my son, I have a son, with your child. And so just focusing on little things that you wouldn't necessarily think you'd be grateful for, but you could actually really be grateful for, because it actually means something kind of deeper level. So I've saved the best till last, and I feel like we should all journal on this, because it will help us feel good about ourselves. And it is, I feel confident as a mum when ... You fill in the blanks, and this will help you to really feel good about your parenting, you as a mother, and you're going through your motherhood journey. And you can put things like, maybe you feel confident when you are breastfeeding your baby. You've got that perfect latch and it makes you feel so confident. And I know that's what it made me feel like when I was breastfeeding. Maybe you feel confident as a mum and really good when you've managed to get everything done you've wanted to do today, but also be there and present for your child as well. So everything was done, everybody's needs were met. So I know for me, I feel confident and really empowered when I am when I am able to hold this space and create that container for my son to express his emotions when he has the tantrums. I feel like I handle tantrums very well, so it makes me feel really confident. And I think this is really important to journal on, because we can get stuck in negative mindsets of parenting, and we do focus a lot on I think negative journaling and venting and being really just down and just reflecting on a bad day. And those things are important to process and get out of us, because I do get stuck in those as well. But it's important to focus on the positives, help shift that negative energy by putting in some nice positive thoughts. And journaling is such a powerful tool. I know I keep saying this and I've said it in other videos, but it just is, and I love it. By no means I like journal every day like I used to, but I feel it's my go-to if I really need to process something. Hopefully this video has been really helpful for you, and let me know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new to my channel, because that just helps, and I love just sharing all this advice with you. So with that being said, keep parenting from the heart, and I'll see you on the next video. Much love.